Now, I'm not one to gossip, but I will bring you the tea. Welcome to Chronicle Speaks. We have all been waiting to hear from Ms. Robbie from Sweetie Pies regarding her son Tim hiring someone to take out his own nephew. And child, Auntie has officially spoken, and you might actually be surprised with what she had to say. But before we get into that, be sure to subscribe to this channel and hit the bell for notifications so you don't miss any of this tea. Now let's get back into it. Okay, so y'all already know Tim, one of the cast members / owners of Sweetie Pies, was accused of a murder for hire plot to kill his then 18-year-old nephew, Andre Montgomery, in 2016. He and his stripper girlfriend, Terica Ellis, bought burner phones to communicate with one another, and Terica actually used her burner phone to lure Andre out of the home, where he ended up tragically losing his life. Now, Tim is locked up. Terica is locked up. And Tim's insurance agent, Mr. Wael Wali Yagnam, was locked up but is currently out on bond. Now, Tim and Terica both got public defenders, while Mr. Yagnam got himself a lawyer, honey. Now, with all of this being said, the trigger man has still not been named, and the authorities are still looking for suspects and witnesses in this case, according to the NBC News affiliate 5 on Your Side. So obviously, Terica ain't talking, and neither is Tim. So Tim's alleged murder for hire plot was so he could receive a $450,000 life insurance payout for his nephew, in which Tim lied about his nephew's income to obtain the policy. And Tim also named himself as the beneficiary on the policy, but because the paperwork, well, child, it was all a lie.
It was all a lie. Guys, it was all a lie.
The paperwork was not together, and you know these insurance companies are here to deny claims. They want to make sure that every I is dotted and every T is crossed, and if it's not, they Xing you off the list. Well, Tim obviously went on with his life, child, but word not too long ago came out from allaboutthetea.com that Tim took out a $1 million life insurance on his mother, Miss Robbie. Child, Miss Robbie was next. As if you haven't put Miss Robbie through enough pain during labor, pushing out your wide hip potato head behind, you go and kill her grandson, and then you try to take her out, all for some money. So we're all concerned about Miss Robbie at this point. I know they say the Lord won't put more on you than what you can handle, but at this time, this just seems like Team too much to me. Now, former news anchor April Simpson reached out to Miss Robbie, pretty much letting her know that she's truly loved and has an immense amount of support. She says, understandingly, she is not ready to talk and just wants prayers. She said that Miss Robbie texted her, and in that text she wrote, "Thanks for the prayers, but at this time, I'm weak and can't make a statement. Please keep praying for me and my son." Now, Miss Robbie only has one son left. And while we're going to give Miss Robbie all the prayers that we can, I don't really think she will appreciate the prayers that people will have for Tim. All I know is the way my Christianity is built up, Tim don't want to hear my prayers right now, so it's best that I just go ahead and leave Tim off the prayer list, honey. And although we may not be understanding why Miss Robbie is wanting Tim to get prayers, that's still her son at the end of the day. Being a mom myself, I'm sure going through Miss Robbie's head right now is, where did I go wrong? You always tend to blame yourself. Miss Robbie, it wasn't anything you did. I honestly think Tim just has a mental imbalance at this point. And sometimes you just have to let go and let God, and that's my prayer for her at this point. Now I want to talk to you about Joe Budden and Tahiri Jose. Now, Joe Budden and Tahiri dated a long time ago. They both appeared on Love and Hip Hop New York, and Joe Budden proposed to Tahiri and she said no. The two never seemed to get back right after that. Well, now Tahiri is firing off, saying that Joe Budden used to hit her. She appeared on Hollywood Unlocked with Jason Lee, shout out to Jason Lee, and she broke into tears talking about Joe Budden and his abusiveness. Take a listen to this.
I that relationship left me with a fractured rib, a broken nose because somebody was sending him a message, and I used to always say, "Yo, stop beefing out there." I'm out there still working, and he hit me on that nose and then pushed me down a flight of stairs. I remember having to talk him out of letting me go that day. I remember having a plan to leave because the reason why he was so upset was because I was already leaving. Looking through my phone and shit, but I had already told him, give me 2 weeks to pack up my things. And he agreed to, and then started looking through my phone. Next thing you know, I got woken up by him dragging me from my ankle. I managed to get up from that floor. I remember having everything in my bag, all the things that I needed to have in that bag, my passport, my birth certificate, the shit I needed. That's all I needed to get some money that I had already had together, because I was raised better. I never saw my father hit my mom. I knew better, but I don't know. I became that person that you hear about. But
and you never thought you would be that person.
Oh, and the women need to know that a man will break your spirits before he actually puts his hands on you. It started with verbal abuse, emotional abuse, and then eventually it turned to that. I still fear for my safety, also protecting, because he hurt me bad, and I just stayed quiet. I didn't, you know what I'm saying? I went to the hospital and he sat next to me, and I lied to the doctors and said I was cleaning a cabinet and fell in the kitchen. Then he rapped about it.
Wait, what was the last part you just said?
He rapped about it. He kind of said something about fracturing a rib, hitting her in the rib. It was just so, and for years I've just sat there and I've let go and let God. At least I thought. I've tried to deal with this privately, but every chance you get, you sit there and you lie. And then you go as far as to doing 20-something minutes of your podcast, and you say to Tahiri, she will fight a man? No, I'm going to fight you back if you're trying to hit me. And I didn't fight him.
Well, Joe Budden obviously was not feeling what Tahiri had to say, and he clapped back with this.
What was alleged here? Let me start with, this young lady is a liar, a cancerous, toxic liar. I'm uncertain why she's lying this way. I'm not certain if she is misspeaking, if she has a false recollection of things. I'm not sure what it is, but she said some things that didn't sit right with my soul. We're talking about 24 and 25-year-old Joe, 25-year-old, 26-year-old you. We were toxic to each other. And I'm glad that the climate has changed and we are able to have some conversations today that we couldn't have back then. Yeah. Because today I'm very comfortable saying you were abusive. You used to beat my ass. You threw shit. You hit me, you kicked me, you did a whole bunch. You said or made it seem as though your nose was broken as a result of abuse by Joe. You were not clear in how and when and why you got your nose broken, and that Joe had absolutely nothing to do with that. You are a cancerous, toxic, clout check chasing liar. You called me when you got into that physical altercation with that gentleman and he punched you in your face and your nose was broken. Why this story is coming up now and how it's related to me exactly, I'm unclear.
I will have to agree with Joe. They were very toxic to each other. I can definitely see that. But there's Joe's side, Tahiri's side, and then the truth lies somewhere in the middle. So I don't think we'll honestly ever know what truly happened. And I think it's honestly best that the two never rekindle a relationship ever again. What I need to do right now is hear from you. What do you think about the comment that Miss Robbie made regarding people praying for her and praying for her son Tim as well? And what do you think about this mess going on between Joe and Tahiri? Who do you think is telling the truth? Leave a comment, and you know how we do. We'll talk about it down below. Talk to you guys later. Bye. All right, in this video, I want to tell you about a company called Ash Kicking. Now, you know your girl Chronicles would not promote a company without doing one of those thorough Chronicle Speaks investigations, honey, and Ash Kicking definitely passed the test. Y'all make sure to check out ashkicking.com for one of the best 100% natural home fragrance and beauty products, honey, and use my code Chronicles at checkout for an extra 15% off just for you. As always, thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and hit that bell so you don't miss any of my new episodes.